Well, there is kind of a inside look at what it's like in women's prisons through this next segment here. And if you are a lady who's been to prison or currently listening to us behind bars and can reach out, we'd love to hear from you. What is it like for women in prison? We hear from guys all the time. We have no shortage of men listening who have done time.
No.
Because there is this self-proclaimed biker chick, Jamie Burgess. She says there is constant sex going on.
I bet.
In women's prisons.
Yep.
It's a different take than what you'd expect. And she appeared on this podcast from prison. This is what she had to say.
All right, guys. So tonight's bird call, I'm here with Jamie. She's calling all the way in from Topeka Correctional in Kansas. What's up, Jamie? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, and how are you?
This is a podcast of a guy who calls prison chicks.
Are you enjoying your night in prison on this weekend?
It's pretty awesome.
As much as I can, been bored. Very, very bored.
What do you do? Like, what do you do in prison?
I think this guy's a perv.
There's not much that we do. If you have a TV, we watch TV. We can crochet. We read. I read a lot. And we play card games. We cook a lot, too.
When does it get to the part where they talk about sex, Dave?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Relax.
Holy
I wanted to
cow,
give you a
this
bit
is
of her
the most
background.
boring.
He has 122 subscribers.
Oh, my
Just
God. I don't
listen,
even know
relax.
how you found this.
Here we go.
The craziest I've ever seen was literally a 5-girl orgy. And
A 5-girl prison orgy.
You can imagine.
So-
I bet it is gross.
I mean, how much money could these prisons make if they just stick cameras in there?
Thousands,
Make an
beyond
OnlyFans,
thousands.
right? Make an OnlyFans subscription. Topeka Correctional.
No, dude, are you kidding? People would pay for that.
Oh,
Just
I know but it would be, I mean, most female prison sex is gross. Let's be.
Have you seen much of it? How do you know? What are you basing this on?
People who get arrested.
Hot
You
chicks
have
get
a-
arrested
You
too?
have a big fantasy, Dave.
I'm just saying.
I think we find out what he listens to. Yeah, I mean, it's
all hot.
gross, right?
Women in heat, Lisa. Women in heat.
It is gross.
We all watch The Orange is the New Black.
Like, how many times have we done like a hot or not? And it's
Yeah.
someone who looks like an apricot, and
She's not bad.
she's not great.
She's not bad.
OnlyFans.
She has a meth
I
face.
wish. I wish, and if they provided toys and all that stuff, they would even make more.
Oh, so do you have do you have like self-made toys?
Dave, what are you listening
Just
to
listen,
on
hold
your
on.
own time?
And yes, I do. We can't keep them on us 24/7 or anything. Like, we can't keep them in our room because we do get in trouble if we get caught with them. But
So is it kind of like the standard like rubber glove, ace bandage type deal, or is your toys different than other?
yeah,
prisons?
pretty much. You just made it. But sometimes we get lucky with the girls that do work release, and they bring in actual toys, and it's fun until we get caught.
So they have like classes where they're making stuff and they make homemade sex toys.
Right, right.
Like dildo craft.
Or someone sneaks them inside themselves, and then it's a communal.
Yes, and they pass it around. This is this one a little darker. Jason. While I was in prison, women would defecate into condoms and then freeze it and then use it as
Imagine
sex
how much
toys.
money they would make on OnlyFans. That
Just
sounds
for
hot.
the fact that they were behind bars doing this and the, taboo part of it, it would be big. You know it would be big.
There would be people that would watch, but I mean,
Yeah, it's a crazy group.
it's a wild bunch. And I feel like in the same way that a male prison has like a Bubba that runs the show and
They got a Betty.
everyone yeah,
Betty.
I believe they do.
I just feel like alarming majority of the women look like Meatloaf.
Dandy.
Yes.
Stop.
Yep, I won't do that.
I'll do anything for love. I don't want to think of female meatloaf.
You can't help it.
This woman said, I got sent to the Old Parish prison in New Orleans, did almost a full year there. My first day in, a lady offered me a pack of cigarettes to let her bathe me.
Oh, wow.
And hell yes, I did it.
Needed them smokes.
I needed the nicotine, Dave. I needed the smokes. She could bathe me all she wanted. I'm sure the New Orleans female prison system is full of hot chicks.
That is...
There's a lot of fast food, I think, before you get arrested on
not
some of
in
this
prison,
stuff.
though.
No. It's not
Honestly, she
wanted.
says, I was in a private prison. It was for profit. We had actual jobs, and people were allowed to make dildos with any supplies that we had left over from the jobs we did. Imagine. I'd love to see their leftover
homemade.
supply dildos.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd love
Wild.
to think of someone as like a real artist.
Oh my God! It's
a
like
real-
when the Apollo 13 and they just had all those. They just had various things to make a thing to
They're
bring.
like, we've got to rebuild the spacecraft.
We've got this and this and this, and we've got to build a dildo.
We've
out
got
of it.
tape, some leftover metal.
Get working on it, ladies.
Yeah.
Voice changing technology. As Anonymous joins us here. Hello, Anonymous.
Hello, brother. Ripcord?
Ripcord, you're not a lady.
Yes.
No, sir, but I was incarcerated,
Okay.
and I had to feed them. And they would tell me the stories, and they'd have they call rock call. They would get candies and all this kind of stuff, and they were telling me how they would melt Jolly Ranchers into the microwave, and they would form them into dildos and pass them around.
So they were like Jolly melted down candy that would solidify into a penis style shape.
That's correct, brother.
Wow. Is this Hulk Hogan?
No.
Is this the Hulkster?
No.
You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
How
At
hot
first-
were they?
Oh,
you
sorry.
let him go
I
before
thought you were
we
done
did.
with the Hulkster.
Oh, I mean, he had all the inside info.
Oh, sorry.
Get all the inside
yeah, you're
info.
right. I should have kept him. I just was afraid. I thank God that was a man, because if it was a lady,
Oh, if it was
That's
a
a
lady,
scary
it would have
lady.
just
Oh, my
you could have
God.
just booked my case. You could have
Right,
just
yeah, that would have been like,
gavel
Case
down.
closed.
hat off to you, Chuck.
Yeah.
hello, yes, I'm
Yeah.
calling from prison. Hey, brother. Stacy here.
Like, uh-oh.
Yeah, someone else backed that up. Had a friend who they would microwave Jolly Ranchers, and they would use the goop to form Jolly Rancher dildos. It's very popular.
Huh.
They'd melt too, though, right? With your body heat and moisture?
I think not. They wouldn't get hot enough to melt. I don't think your body heat would.
The more the lady moisture,
Well, they probably put a condom over top of it.
they have
If
access
not,
to
it's
condoms?
what a hell of a.
Just
Funny,
funny.
they're like, give me 1,000 Jolly Ranchers.
Yes, 1,500 Jolly Ranchers. 2,478 Jolly Ranchers.
Well, yeah, not quite the segment I thought it would be.
No,
No,
it didn't go as
Dave.
planned.
No,
Hot female
Dave.
prison orgies.
They didn't call.
But that one guy did.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan called. That's all we got.
It's a surprising
Dave's
turn.
dream. Hulk Hogan called.